Buenas noches! Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today, for the very first time, we're gonna have a very special guest with us. This is Nathan Thomas.
Hey, I'm Nathan. Obviously, as Randall introduced me just a minute ago. Randall invited me to be the first guest on the show, and I'm very grateful. We worked together.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you. And we worked together at a small town restaurant here in Virginia. Chef, being the accredited chef and great chef that he is coming up, has taught me many things being along, but I'm more of a self-taught guy. I've been in the business for about, give or take, 16, 17 years. Never really got any kind of schooling or formal education, but I learned everything as I went. I've worked everywhere from corporates to mom and pop pizza chains, and eventually, led us to the restaurant that I'm at now, where I do more of American style sandwiches and such. Today, I'll be making a burger for you guys, and I'm gonna play around a little bit. I've been Randall gave me the idea to kind of come up with the recipe as when he asked me to be a guest on the show, which I was very honored that he asked me to do that, be the very first guest. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
And so I kind of wanted to play around. I wasn't sure what I wanted to do, but today we're going to take a ribeye and grind it down, infuse it with some shrimp, a little bit of cilantro, lime, and kind of going to give it a bistro style surf and turf, po' boy kind of hybrid. I thought it'd be a really good idea. A lot of good flavor. I like the surf and turf style and concept. I love po' boys, so maybe mixing the two will kind of be something a little bit different. Maybe something you guys haven't seen before. I'm sure some of you maybe have done it or had one, but yeah. So we're just gonna get right to it and see how it goes.
All right, so it sounds delicious. So let's get started.
So we're gonna start with the the ribeye. We're gonna grind this ourselves. So with that, we're infusing it with shrimp. So I've got a jumbo shrimp over here that I'm going to do a pre-boil on. Just cook it up a little bit. That way, when we have this all ground out and we put the shrimp inside of the steak, we can still kind of do it mid-rare without worrying about undercooking our seafood inside of the burger itself. So with that, I'm going to start by cutting off this fat, but I'm going to keep the fat because what you want to do when grinding this is I tried to pick one that had a little bit more fat than normal. You want good marbling in the steak always, but I want to use these fat pockets for grinding down. When grinding down the burger, you kind of want a good little ratio of fat and burger in there because the fat will kind of help keep it together, or so I've learned. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to kind of cut these fat pockets out, and you don't have to really cut this when you're grinding in any certain way that I know of. So I'm just going to kind of do it as best I can in strips, and then we're going to cut it into little chunks, and then we're going to cut the fat up into little bits, and then we're just going to kind of infuse the fat in with the actual meat itself to kind of give us a good ratio for this. So I'm just going to put these aside and cut this up. Maybe you do things a little bit differently. Obviously post below. This is just something that we're doing for fun to kind of show people different things to make. Obviously I'm, like I said in the introduction, I'm not formally trained by any means. I just do this for fun. So maybe if I missed a step or forgot something, maybe there's a better way I could have done something, please let us know. I always love to watch the feedback and learn new things every day. It's how I got so far in my career, and I'm sure the audience will enjoy that too, because everybody likes to kind of do things a little bit differently. All right, so we have the meat here. I've got the fat here. I've got an old hand grinder, so we're going to do this the old school way, and hopefully it's not as painful as it can be. So we're just going to put a couple things of meat down here, get those going. And you can see, there we go. We have our ground ribeye right here. As you can see, it comes together pretty well. So I think we did a pretty good job on that. All right. So while the shrimp is kind of warming up there, like I said, I wanted to get a pre-cook done on that because I'm gonna do the shrimp, and I'm gonna do a little bit of a lemon lime infused burger. I think it would give a good flavor context, good flavor profile. You know, with the shrimp inside of it. I'm gonna do a little bit of cilantro, the lemon lime, cilantro, with that, and we're gonna add. I'm not gonna do too much. Cilantro is pretty steak seasoning, and powerful stuff. Salt and pepper. Just want to give it like a little bit of an essence. You know, I want you to taste the meat and everything. We'll do a little lime juice in there, freshly squeezed, like so. Do the same thing with the lemon. Okay. Watch the seeds. Get this prepared, finish on. A little bit of our steak seasoning here. But this is going to be just a little garlic butter that's going to kind of go on top. It's going to be like garlic parmesan. It's not really going to be a butter. It's more going to be like a cheese. I'm going to do a little bit more more parmesan than butter and garlic. It's going to kind of go on it. Like I said, this is a little bit of a hybrid burger. Little mixture there of what we're doing. So I thought it'd be good. So, you know, just a little salt in there. Just gonna do a little dash of pepper, and the butter is softened because I want it to be able to work with it. Add that parmesan. Don't be afraid of it. And just mix that in together like so. I'm just gonna do it with my hand. A bit more parm. Like I said, I want it to be mainly cheese. Here we have our shrimp. I did not get peeled. I did get deveined. So pop these shells off here, just like so. And I'm not doing too much with the shrimp. You know, I'm doing enough. I mean, I want it to be an accent to our burger. I don't want it to be, you know, it doesn't have to be too much. You can do it however you desire. I mean, we're gonna do fried shrimp on top of this as well. So, you know, that's gonna, you're gonna get a lot of shrimp with this, you know, in the end. So, I mean, if this is too much, you know, you can always back it down. You know, do it how you feel. You know, whatever your desire is, or maybe you're making this for somebody else. They might not be as much of a seafood lover, but they can handle a little bit. So, just do it as you see fit. There's really no right or wrong. You know, I'm doing this right now, but you want enough to kind of make a little bit of an impact on what you're doing. So I'm gonna put this shrimp right on there. So we got the shrimp. Just gonna kind of mix it in together here. I think I'm just gonna make 2 big honking burgers here. I'm gonna do pretty thick patties. I'm gonna do an oven broil on this, so I'm not gonna be cooking this in a pan. It feels a little loose, but I think it'll stay together well once it gets cooking. All right, now we're gonna go ahead and throw these on in. I've got it set at 250 now. I'm gonna crank it up to about 325. Just middle rack it, and let those things go for about 15-20 minutes, and we'll check them from there. All right, so next we're gonna make a remoulade sauce. There's about half a cup, 3/4 a cup of our mayo. Just a little bit over. Right. Same for our honey Dijon. So just get this prepared horseradish. I'm gonna go a little light on that. Then a sweet relish here. Normal. I'll just do a little dash of some ground red pepper. Just a quick dash of some black pepper. We've got 2 dashes. Fold this together. Good. Set this inside the refrigerator as well, and let that sit up while our burger cooks. All right, so now we're gonna do the fried shrimp. It's gonna go on top of our burger. So I'm just gonna do a little flour. You can do an autry seasoning if you want. Again, the thing about cooking, and I hope why Randall asked me to be on the show, because I know he probably knows a lot more great cooks. Sorry. So I'm sorry, again. All right. So we're gonna do the fried shrimp, flour in a bowl. You can do an autry seasoning mix. The thing that I love about cooking is, the way that I see it is, recipes are recipes. I think it's a good guideline, but at the end of the day, like, you're making this for you when you're at home. If you're cooking this in a larger scale kitchen, obviously, if you want to get the recipes for things like this, or you want to use more of a pre-seasoned batter or something like that, just keeping guidelines, that's fine. But the thing that I enjoy about cooking is, kind of creating things as I go, or mixing in different seasonings and different styles, and trying to get a different kind of flavor complexity that comes out of stuff. I think that's what Randall enjoys about working with me sometimes, even though he's probably way better chef than I am as far as flavor profiles and stuff go. I think he knows that I love to have that passion and kind of turn things into our own, and we like to make things our own. So just do it as a want. For me, I'm going to do a flour base, a little bit of a Southwest seasoning here. I'm going to kind of lay this on pretty heavy. I want to get a lot of that in there. Just a light dash of salt here, right there, and then just a light dash of pepper in there. Not too much, I'm just going to do a pinch on those. And then we're just going to mix it up, make it colorful. We'll batter our shrimp in this, and it looks pretty cooked. So I'm gonna let that cool down. It's golden. Smells nice and flaky. I don't know if you can hear that. Alright, so I like that one. So we're just going to peel. Dry out the rest. Cover these up. Always be careful when you're doing grease. I got this a little bit of lower temp. And like I said, I'm using a butter Crisco. So a little bit different than the vegetable or canola oil. Right over here. There we go. That's the shrimp that I like to use. So while the shrimp is setting up, we sew the burgers in the oven. We've got our Parmesan. We're just going to go ahead and slice some tomato. Looks like it's coming out pretty good. I think it's going to be about as done as I want it to be. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and add a couple spoonfuls of our Parmesan garlic right on top there. The butter set up on a little bit. This is kind of going to be your cheese. I think this is going to go good with the shrimp, steak. Don't want to overdo it, but get enough to where it melts down pretty well. Put that back in. Let our cheese go. We got our brioche buns here toasted up. Alright, so we're going to set up our burger now. We're going to do a spread of the remoulade right on the top and bottom. Kind of get that flavor profile on both buns. I'm going to do right there, as such. I'm going to do my tomato on the bottom. Do a little different build. Then we're going to take our burger, and we're going to set our burger right on top of that like such. Get our shrimp. Set our shrimp up. And then you're just gonna top your burger. And there you go. That is our ground ribeye, shrimp infused, cilantro lime, garlic palm, remoulade, fried shrimp, bistro burger. That's a long name.
Alright guys, thanks for watching. This was the recipe for today. Thank you Nathan for coming.
It was my pleasure.
I hope we can see you again in the channel anytime soon.
Subscribe below.
And just don't forget to subscribe to the channel. See you next time. Thank you.